Okay guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Now today we are going to be talking all about the last ever dino we will see, well, new dino in ARK 1. Now this potentially could be the last piece of content that we get for ARK Survival Evolved 1 as well, which is very interesting. It'll be nice if we still from now until 2023 get a little bit more than just this. I still think it'll be really cool, but just because ARK 2 has been delayed to 2023 now, it would be nice to see just that something just to keep us going, but we know that it's not going to be another free map. Today we are talking about the Kark, or the carcharodontosaurus. I know I usually get that name wrong, but every time I try and say it right, it just goes wrong. We'll try again one more time. Carcharodontosaurus. Okay? No? I don't know. Probably not. But if you guys do enjoy today's video, as always, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, as it really does help me out. And let's talk all about this, because a lot of people have been wondering what is going on. So when Fjordur was announced, we then found out that we were going to be getting 3 new creatures. Now this map came out at, I think it was last week Sunday, or I think it might have been 2 weeks. It was the 12th of June, so 10 days ago from recording this video, this map came out. And yeah, it was amazing, and I'm still really enjoying it now. I don't know what you guys think about it. But Wildcard also mentioned that they will also be releasing the Kark as a separate free update later in 2022. Now, there's been pretty much no information on this dino, but Cedric did mention that it is still coming this year, and they do not have a specific date that has been approved to communicate on this. Now, the reason why we probably won't, if I'm going to give you guys an estimate here, anything on this final dino coming to the game for at least another month, is because we just had the ARK 2 stuff come out, and then we also had this new map. And to be honest, building through the next month or two, they're just going to be sorting out transfers onto the map, as it always happens, you know, sorting out bugs, you know, doing all the fixes like they always do. And that's pretty much what Wildcard are going to be focusing on over the next month or two, and then obviously working on ARK 2 as well, but they have separate teams. And then hopefully within the next month or two we will get some form of release date on this new creature, and I'm looking forward to seeing the trailer. Now, what actually won, the way this actually had started to come to the game is there was 2 community creature votes, and basically what these were, if you saw it before, the first one was for Lost Island, and the second one was for Fjordur. Lost Island, they did like a big vote where people can put in their creature ideas, and you know, whatever got the most votes out of like the different rounds they did ended up coming to the game. The first one was the baboon. What was the name? Dinopithecus. I don't know. I nearly forgot about that. That was a pretty awesome creature. I know there was some like people that weren't the biggest fan, but I really liked it personally. And then the second winner, which came to Fjordur, was the Desmodus draculae, which is the giant vampire bat. Then the Kark came second in both creature votes. Everyone really wanted this, and Wildcard just thought, you know what, let's give everyone a chance to see this beast in ARK. Now, does this mean that it won't find its way back into ARK 2? Wildcard have already talked about in multiple posts that some creatures from ARK 1 will be returning in ARK 2, such as the dodo, such as the T-Rex, but we don't know right now how many are actually going to be ported into the second game. So let's read a little bit about about the Kark, which did win the creature vote earlier this year. So larger than most predators on the ARK, the Kark adapted some interesting features in its anatomy and behavior. First of all, it developed a bizarre hump on its back to support an extremely strong muscle mass, covered by a thick hide capable to withstand even a Gigantosaurus bite. In fact, even though the Kark is a lone predator, it will occasionally be joined by 2 specimens of its own kind and hunt down a giga, something no other creature on the ARK would ever dare. My theory is the Kark serves as a natural balancer to keep the giga from getting too powerful, way too OP, and just prevailing, you know, for so long as the most dominant creature on the ARK. Taming a carc isn't an easy task at all, but for those who can overcome such a challenge will be rewarded with the most valuable mount, capable of unleashing astonishing powerful bites, so powerful to break all of its jagged teeth. Fortunately for the carc, they grow back really fast. Thanks to the special shape of its back, this creature can be equipped with a multiple-seated armor saddle for carrying heavy loads and siege weapons. Survivors can trust their carc to make them fearsome warriors, but they might want to protect their mount when its teeth are broken. And what's more, survivors made the unfortunate discovery that the very same hide that protects the carc by the Giga's fearsome bite seems to be rather vulnerable to the Spinosaurus teeth and hooked claws. It is meant to be tameable, rideable, breedable, favorite food, raw prime fish. The size between a Rex and a Giga. Rex arrives at the height of the carcass hips. This is like not confirmed on the stats, but having a wide idea, 5,300 health, 410 stamina, 150 oxygen, 3,500 food, 1,200 weight, and then obviously the melee damage can go up due to, once it's tamed, you can do the special attacks, which can do crazy damage to take down Gigas, and has a torpidity of 5,000. The different attacks: a left click bite, which does 100 damage, holding down for the ultra bite, which can go between 100 and 1,000 damage, like mentioned before. Look forward to get a headbutt. Look back at your tail to get a tail swipe. They're probably not going to do that much damage, but sounds cool. A roar, which prevents sprinting, reduce attack speed, and reduce visibility. It's not, and this doesn't affect any of the teeth grow cooldown. And a space stomp, just like a lot of other dinos in the ARK, and it does 100 damage. Abilities: during teeth growth cooldown, you won't be able to use the bite attack. Giga Hunter. It activates when your carc is near an enemy Giga. Every damage that your carc deals to the enemy Gigas is 500% more effective. Meanwhile, it'll only take 20% of the damage from the enemy Giga attacks. Spino Fear. It activates when your carc is near an enemy Spino. Every damage that your carc deals to the enemy Giga is 75% less effective. Meanwhile, it will take 400% damage from the enemy Spino attacks. Taming. For taming this monster, you will have to fight it, literally. Take your shield and get ready to parry its attacks. The more it will hit you, more teeth it will lose and more torpor it will gain, since it consumes energy to regrow them. It will soon get tired and you can figure out the rest. Obviously, higher the level, more hits you will have to parry, so prepare some extra shield or some really good ones. Once it's knocked down, you can feed it with its favorite food, which is fish, as a normal knockout tame. Location. Just for saying 2 words about where you can find it, you just need to know it spawns or in the proximity of water, in the Arctic areas, or around Gigas in a group of 3. So yeah, this was pretty much the main thing. This is a little bit of a description. It's pretty similar to like the Carcharodontosaurus and the Concavinator. And I think that's pretty much the main stuff I wanted to read about the carc in this. I think it does sound like a really awesome idea. I would love to see a lot of these things come to the game. I know Wildcard can always do a little bit of a revamp to it to make sure it's not too overpowered or not too, not too weak. But it's the dossier. Now, this is not the confirmed dossier, but this has actually been around for years, this dossier. And Wildcard, this was actually the one that was used in the community vote. And I'm loving that it's still around. And I really hope they do kind of base it on what it looks like on this dossier. Because the person that did actually create this, I'm hoping there's some credits on this actually to the person that created it. I'm not too sure if it's here. I was just reading through it. This, as you can see, this is the creature submissions. I was hoping there was going to be I can't seem to find any, but if anyone's watching this video and you did create this, because I know it was a lot of years ago, make sure to let me know. I know a lot of people are now just going to say I made it, but if you can sort of say it and in the comment section, and then you can link it to something, then be sure to do that, because it's an amazing dossier. And obviously it's harder to read but really cool. You can see that's the tooth of a Rex. and the Gigas, which is like pretty big, and then a huge Giga tooth, and then sort of in between the Rex and the Giga, you have the tooth of a Cark. Also in here, you can see it in the, well, you can just see that it's absolutely eaten something completely. You can see it's got its sharp claws. It's, as you can see there, it's just going to destroy everything from this dossier. It's going to be a monster, and I cannot wait to see it. I think it's actually one of the most perfect dinos to end Arc 1 on. A massive giant carnivore that can come and mix up the way the game is played. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. When do you think it will be a good time to release this as well? I personally think sometime around the Halloween update in October would be pretty awesome. I think having this Cark added on within like Fear Evolved would just like create so much more fear in the ARK community. You know, with knowing that you're going to be hunting down this giant new carnivore which can take down Gigas. Anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy today's video. Smash that like button if you did. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video very soon.